Next, let's queer up drag culture. Leaked picture exposes hypocrisy as Project 2025 author Mike Howell in drag. Mike Howell, who is the executive director of the ultra-conservative Heritage Foundation's Oversight Project, is facing criticism for hypocrisy over The Advocate uncovered a photo of him in drag. Howell was seen in a 2012 Yelp photo with a friend dressed in full drag, and the caption reads, "The good doctor with his lost wife." Howell has been a prominent advocate for the Republican Project 2025 agenda aimed at embedding Trumpism into government. He has been a staunch critic of drag culture and LGBTQ plus rights. His Oversight Project is responsible for scrutinizing the Biden administration and fueling controversial claims, and has voiced against drag queen story hours and transgender rights. However, this recent revelation contrasts sharply with Howell's public stance against drag culture, raising questions about his authenticity. When The Advocate reached out for a comment, Howell acknowledged both the photo's authenticity and the Yelp account and sarcastically commented, "Congratulations on your discovery of Halloween and the satirical Yelp account. I am guilty of enjoying the spirit of mischief that makes Halloween so special." Well, he's definitely he's a sanctimonious humbug. Humbug rather. I tried to look him up and tried to see if there was any type of validity, and he doesn't, his website is more or less a blog. He's got a LinkedIn page, he's got an X page, but that's really all you really will give is more or less, what he puts out there for you. So I really don't hold any of his, comments or even this Project 2025 in any regard, so it's just crap.
It's hard to think about how terrified I am about Project 2025 and this really bad drag picture, right? It's hard to put those two together while we're having this conversation, right? Yeah. First of all, let's not call that drag because we've got real drag down here. And that is disrespectful to all the drag queens and drag kings who work and at their craft. That's the worst drag I've ever seen in life, all right?
That's Ronald McDonald.
That's
his grandmother.
I don't even know what that is, right? But the reality is that the right is full of hypocrisy, right? Trump is full of hypocrisy. They live on hypocrisy. They say one thing and they do another thing, right? It's say as I say and not as I do ever in anything. We're going to be seeing a lot of things like this come out, and it's like, they just, it's like we're used to the hypocrisy. We know that they're full of shit.
Right.
Everybody has Halloween, everybody has dressed in drag, yet they turn around and then have to fault drag, and there's drag bans. When it comes to the fact that drag is the foundation of LGBTQ, when we threw that first brick in 1969, drag queens were at the front of the charge, and they still are today.
Yes.
They go towards drag queens because they know that's where they can hurt us, right? We're going to see more of this. Mike Howell, you disgust me. And you're just a sad old white cisgendered man that don't even understand the privilege that you have and that you hold and how many people you affect with that garbage that you wrote of Project 2025.
So the thing with Howell's comments that I found very fascinating is if you actually take a minute to read Project 2025, they view all imagery of drag as pornography, and they say specifically in it, pornography should not only be outlawed, but the people that create or distribute that pornography should be jailed. So according to his own website, he has committed a criminal act that is so offensive that his own group thinks that teachers who commit the distributing drag photos, which it also specifically cites again, drag photos and that, should be registered sex offenders. So this man has committed, according to his own document, a sex offense. And I would like to know, does he actually not take his own documents seriously? Does he not understand the crime, according to his document, he's committed? He thinks it's glib. I don't think they're going to enact it in such a glib way.
It doesn't pertain to him, Al.
No.
Vaughn?
No.
Vaughn's like, I know drag too, and that's not good drag, all right?
No, not at all.
Right?
Not at all.
I mean, a white male Republican was caught doing something gay. Color me surprised.
Right.
He's probably the reason that Grindr crashed during the RNC. What do you would say to that?
Well, we'll stay tuned to see if more drag photos arise of
Yeah.
Mr. Howell. Better drag, maybe.